I'm not one of those people that will come on the camera and cry, but I feel like I need to, one, this is a journal for me, and two, it is, I guess, encouragement for the woman. I'm like in the season where every day I'm trying to fight anxiety, fight fear, fight trepidation. Trepidation is like an inner feeling of dread and angst. And it's interesting because I had a prophetic word about this. I went to this place, and that's like, at first it seemed to me it was vague, but it wasn't, because now that I'm in this season, I'm like, every day I'm trying to fight this, and just like, I get up, I change my schedule, I get up and I pray to the Lord when I get up, and before I go to bed I pray. I give God an hour, and sometimes even more, and I read the word more, and I'm reading more spiritual books. I'm trying to ingest all God, and some days it don't feel like it, not doing nothing, but I don't know if it's because like the enemy, like I'm not doing what I normally do, trying to like do things in my own strength, or like just doing things outside of the purpose of God. Like I'm just like in God, and so the only way that he can like affect me or tempt me is just through my feelings and my emotions. And it just sucks because I'm like trying to get through it, and there are days when like I feel good. I'm like, okay, today's a good day, and I don't feel that like okay, God, what are you gonna, like, I'm in a very weird place. Every time I think about it, I cry, because last year I didn't think that where I am right now was where I would be. And so I've just been leaning on God like never before. And of course it's like, it's good, and it's different. It's different than when I used to be in the world, or I was still like a little bit more immature in my faith, because I would try to use other things to satisfy me or to comfort me in the midst of my pain, in my sadness, or even depression. And I don't think I'm depressed. I know what that feels like, and I push every day. I've been working out and eating right, and I lose weight, and I'm doing all the things that the girlies say to do, and I'm working on myself, like self-care. I'm getting laser, I'm like just invested in myself, and I'm waiting to feel better. And like I said, some days it's good, and some days, I don't know, it just like weighs on me. And I'm waiting for the encouragement to come. The courage, because right now it's not. I'm supposed to be encouraging, and I'm still. But just while in prayer with the Lord, I just feel like he's just saying, like, the enemy's trying so hard, because you haven't seen anything yet. You've been changing and evolving and pushing and seeking more, and I haven't seen anything yet. And I've been moving on faith so much, and I haven't seen anything yet. I put myself in places where I'm like, was this wise? But in the places and the steps that I took, pretty much jumping off a cliff, with no parachute, but God is sustaining me. Like, I'm not dead, but he he caught me, and it's like I needed to jump off the cliff. I needed to take those steps. It's important to where he's taking me this year, and I know that it's only March. It's only 3 months out of 12 months, and so my whole life can shift, and that's what I keep trying to tell myself every day. It's not hard for God to shift your life in in a month. or like by the end of the year, like my life could look completely different, and I could have joy and peace and just like dwell in all of the fruits of my labor now. But in the midst of right now, some days it just sucks because I am like sitting in the unknown, and I'm trying to trust, and I feel like that's all I can do. But like my feelings, like the spirit is trusting God, but my flesh is just like, it's not even bodily, but it's like, it's just a fight. There is a fight. There is an inner fight that I'm trying to, and I push and I encourage my friends so much, and maybe I'm not like vulnerable enough about things for them to be able to do that for me, or maybe like it's not gonna matter. Like it's like they'll say it and then I'll feel okay like after they say it, and then I go back to this space. But I'm just like, God like said to me, it's like at any point in time, like the enemy is trying, because you haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything, and I'm trying to fight worry and fear. I'm trying to, it's like, I'm just trying, because there's no need. Like, what is the point of me worrying? And I ask myself that every day. And I think yesterday is so interesting. Probably that's why I'm feeling like this today, because I feel like yesterday it was like I literally was taking every thought captive and measuring it to God. Like when I heard something, it's like, no, God can do this for me. God can even just by my faith alone, that my faith is a weapon, my trust is a weapon, that even because he feels my heart, and he hears my thoughts. And so when I fight those things, he's like, no, my daughter trusted me, like I'm gonna move for her just because she trusted me, just because she's waiting on me. And I said that in prayer too. I'm like, I'm waiting. I had a vision of just like being on the in the beach and standing on sand and just listening to the waves. I was at the beach and I just saw the waves and I heard the waves, and it just brought me to the scripture. He leads me beside the still water, and the waves sound so peaceful, and I was just on the sand, so peaceful. And it's like I have peace, but I really can't describe the warfare that I'm experiencing. And maybe there's just like whole demons just like trying to affect me like every day, and I'm like, Lord, can you put your angels around me to minister to me, because I kind of need it. And so I will wait on God, because I can't do anything else, literally. And again, like I said, it's kind of like a journal. It's like, okay, well, if I post this, and just love to see how, God shows up and surprises me, and just moves like amazingly. I say a lot. This is why I always edit my videos, but it's not an editing video. In the midst of trepidation, fear, anxiety, angst, any of that, just keep trusting in God with all that you can. It'll be worth it. I don't have the testimony. This is the preliminary to the testimony. This is the fight. This is the rawness of the journey of being a Christian and seeking him. And I can say that through seeking him, I am experiencing him more in an intimate way. I feel like he's talking to me more. I am amazed and honored that I can commune with the Father in this way. And I'm even like telling him, like, like I really feel like it's a Father speaking to me, but like, let me encounter Jesus. And this walk is certainly not easy. But I know that it's worth it. And it, like, going out there in the world and trying to appease my flesh or make myself feel better is not gonna help. It's gonna numb it, or honestly, it may make me feel worse, because when I'm not relying on the peace of God and staying in the realm of peace that God has put me, then I'm gonna feel worse. I'm gonna feel like I have to do more to feel better, and I'm still not feeling better. And that is what used to happen in the past. And so even though I feel like this and I don't cry every day, it's just an up and down. It really is a roller coaster of emotions, and I just have to surrender it every day. And yeah, so to all the Christian girlies, that you're in like a waiting season, and you're in a season of like, what the heck is going on with my life? Where is God? And that's the thing that's crazy. Is like I said, I've seen nothing. I've made moves, I've been praying, but I really, like, physically, evidence wise, I haven't seen anything at all. But God talking to me, and it's like, Lord, I hope you don't, when time comes, that you don't just desert me. And another thing that he was telling me was like, because I was like, well, if God doesn't come through for me, then I'll just do this. And he had to kind of back me up and be like, girl, you're expecting me to not come through for you. That is not where your mindset should be. You should wait expectantly for me to come through for you. Because I think I asked him, I like, right. I said, what am I expecting? It's like for me to move on your behalf. And like, because I was just so like it's like I'm trusting him, but I'm also like, well, if he doesn't come through for me, then I'll just do this. And it's like, you can't have a cop-out. That is not what faith is. And it's something that I've been battling, the double-mindedness, and it is still serving two masters, and it is still sin, like, and it is still unbelief. And I think that's why enemy's fighting me so much. Because with every power of my being, I'm literally trying to think positive and expect God to move. Like, expecting, no, that he's not going to desert me. That he's not just going to, like, I know he doesn't forget, but he's not going to just, like, because I'm like, there's this deadline. And, I'm, like, doing everything I can do on my behalf, but, like, I can't move beyond what God has said to move, on how to move in that. And every time I try, he backs me up in a corner, and he's like, that's not what I told you to do. Like, pretty much, like, what are you doing that for? You're wasting time. And that's not, because you're gonna do that, and that's not the direction I'm trying to take you. So you're wasting time, because, like, there's no purpose in it. And I'm big about, like, using my time wisely now, and it's like being a purpose, like not just like doing things just to do things. Like, there's no purpose behind it, because he's like, it's gonna take you somewhere completely different. I'm being very vague right now, but eventually I will be able to express where I am in this season, and hopefully at that point in time I'm not there anymore, and where he placed me and where he put me, and all that he did. So be encouraged that God is still good, and his glory and his mercies endureth forever.